Hi, Nancy.
Hi.
This is Nancy Tankersley, and Nancy is an exhibitor here in Easton at the Waterfowl Festival. Nancy, you were born at the Naval Hospital in Bethesda,
That's correct.
and then you decided after a long career with your dad in the Navy and your husband in the Navy to settle down in Maryland.
We did. We did. Most of my relatives are from Maryland, and I spent a lot of my growing up on the Chesapeake Bay, and it just, many reasons, seemed like a logical place to settle.
And now you have an art studio in Easton
Yes,
where you give classes and where you also paint.
that's correct.
Tell us about your painting. What turns you on the most about the Chesapeake Bay?
Oh, there's so many things. For me, I've always been a figurative painter. I started out as a portrait artist, and then I went into painting figures, doing various things. My most enduring interest, I think, has been painting people doing what they do in everyday life, working, playing, just walking down the street. And so after living in Easton for a while, I've become more and more enamored of the waterman culture, because it's such a huge part of the Eastern Shore, and it just kind of segued nicely into my interest in painting people at work.
Isn't it lovely that the watermen are an art unto themselves and that you get to capture that art?
It is, and a lot of these paintings here are of hand tongers, and that's especially interesting because the way they hand tong the oysters hasn't really changed for centuries, I guess. And it's very, very rhythmic and almost ballet-like in the movements that you see the tongers employing. I'm sure they wouldn't like to be called ballerinas, but it is kind of a choreographed motion that has a lot of grace and interest in it. So I find it endlessly fascinating.
And then the light that comes on the Chesapeake Bay, particularly at the end of the day, that pink aura, it's just so exquisite.
It's beautiful. It's truly beautiful, and I love being here. Most of these paintings are done in the morning, and that's another magical time. The sun rises in the east. Yeah.
Nancy, thank you for sharing your art with us. It's really exquisite.
Thank you so much. I enjoyed it.